So, just an afterthought that with this law enforcement officer that pulled me over for supposedly being able to see my phone when it's in my lap and it's staring up into my nose, so obviously it's in my lap. The video shows that. But yet, I was surrounded by cops in their own vehicles and state taxpayer money. We're paying for these people on the clock to communicate with each other, commit crimes, and obviously they're going to use their state-issued cell phones because they're the hardest to get a hold of the records. But that law enforcement officer's GPS tracking data and my GPS tracking data, I would love to see those side by side. See if there was ever any point during this situation of me picking up a package that they had in their possession, in my opinion, and Brian continuing to do the same thing he's always done with federal mail tampering. That where did he have a chance to stare into my lap to see that I was on the phone, but it took him 6 blocks to catch up with me? No, this isn't right. This is domestic, and it's abusive, and they are literally torturing my life in broad daylight. They're driving back and forth along with their friends. They've all weaponized with the power of Idaho State, and they don't want to do anything about that either. Right out in broad daylight, it is the technology that you or I or most people have no access to that is utilized to commit crimes. And these federal agents just simply say, no, we're not going to look into this. And they giggled while they did it. Thanks, Ed Jacobson. I know you're retired now, but you've made a career out of hurting people, in my opinion. Lawyers have told me this is the most corrupt state in the country. I did not believe it. I just could not believe that this was the case. But I've never seen a state like this. It's completely been ransacked. And it feels like it's been sold to a particular group of individuals that run a corporation out of Salt Lake City, Utah, that have the power of our federal government in this state. It's terrifying. They've gotten to people I work with. They've put a lot of pressure on people I've worked with. One of them is actually talking to me about, it's unbelievable what's happening to me. I mean, they are so worried about my packages that they got to commit what appears to be federal mail tampering and then just sit there and play games of my life. Where are the people that have sworn an oath to this country? Because it seems like Idaho State has been forsaken.